Rising star Rory MacDonald takes on upset specialist Mike Pyle. The countdown to UFC 133 starts now. When Rory MacDonald made his UFC debut in January of 2010, the 20-year-old was the youngest fighter in the UFC. But the native of Kelowna, British Columbia already had 10 fights under his belt and 10 wins. And that night, he stretched his streak to 11.
Very nice. Rory MacDonald with the armbar.
At 16, he turned pro, and he was making grown men in their 20s cry. So, yeah, it's been quite a ride for him.
Rory's early success earned him an invitation to train with countryman George St. Pierre, the reigning welterweight champ.
The biggest thing I take out of it is confidence. Every time that I can compete with the top-level guys, I just get more and more confident in my abilities.
In April, Rory took on Ultimate Fighter winner Nate Diaz.
There's not a single person that has sparred with Rory that didn't walk away saying, holy that kid can fight.
As motivated as I am, I think I can achieve some pretty amazing things in this sport.
Rory MacDonald was only 10 years old when Mike Pyle made his MMA debut against an opponent outweighing him by 30 pounds, Rampage Jackson.
You ever seen those guys in those plastic air-up balls and they just get tumbled around in there? That's pretty much it. But we gave him hell for 3 rounds. The next fight after Rampage was John Fitch. I fared pretty well in that fight. I was able to take his back early on in the fight and get a submission. I am the only one to ever submit John Fitch.
Introducing Mike Pyle.
Struck some interest with WEC, got invited there, took a fight with Brett Bergmark for the title.
Pyle continues to land some big-time shots.
Finished him in the first round.
Pyle does a triangle. How about Bergmark doing anything he can? That's it. Unbelievable.
Defending it once again against Shoney Carter.
Now, can Shoney escape this?
And I subbed him the same way.
Oh, that's it. Forget about it. Pyle. This is the future, folks.
Mike vacated his WEC title to join the IFL, but struggled there and spent the next few years in MMA purgatory. In September of 2009, Mike, now nearly 34 years old, secured his first win in the UFC over veteran Chris Wilson.
Mike Quicksand Pyle. And look at this. Oh.
Beautiful level change by Mike Pyle. He's in an arm and guillotine of Mike Pyle. Looks like he may have
It's all over! Mike Pyle submits Chris Wilson.
It felt great. Get that first win was awesome.
Very nice straight right hand by Mike Pyle.
I fought Jesse Lennox in Canada.
Look at this. Beautiful technique.
I had him hurt, I had him bleeding, almost had him knocked out. And then right at the end, I caught him in a triangle. And at the same time, I was elbowing him in the top of his head.
This is Mike Pyle's specialty, folks.
So it was pretty cool.
Mike Pyle with the win tonight.
That victory earned Mike a showdown with undefeated British rising star John Hathaway.
He was England's top dog coming in under Bisping and Hardy. I love that.
Pyle with the left.
He hardly laid a glove on me in 3 rounds.
Theo from the corner, nailed him again.
I totally dominated the fight. I did exactly what I wanted to do.
Very strong, but look at that. Beautifully done by Mike Pyle.
And let them know that I'm here to be a contender and possibly their champion.
Oh, again with that upper trick.
My plan against Almeida was to keep the fight on my feet, which I did.
Slams him to the ground and steps away to say, no need for me to go to the ground with you.
Toughest takedowns, which I did. try to catch him coming in with good knees.
There's another knee.
Which I did. My last 3 wins were very good wins, the best in my career at 35.
At UFC 133, the grizzled veteran takes another shot at Father Time in the form of 22-year-old Rory MacDonald.
It makes no difference to me if he's been the WC champ or who he's beat in the past. He's still a man and he'll still fall like the rest.
I got 13 years on him. I've got 13 hard years of training and know-how behind me, okay? I got a lot more experience. I've been up against a lot better fighters than he has.
I don't see him breaking me with his experience. I don't see it being a factor whatsoever.
We've heard it all before with Rory. He's fought a lot of guys that have had 2-3 times as many fights as he's had. Every time, those guys have been either knocked out or submitted.
Once he becomes frustrated and tries to get in there and knock me out and have that young eagerness to try to come in and get me, that'll be his downfall.
My style is unpredictable. I can take the fight anywhere, anytime, and he's going to have to worry about that at all times.
What I understand is his potential, and his potential doesn't involve me. He's not going to showcase on me. He's not going to get a finish with me. He's not going to knock me out. He's not hardly going to be able to lay a glove on me.
He takes him down, hammer fist by Pyle.
I watch his fights and, he just keeps coming. But when my hands land, it's lights out. There's no fighting back.
Roy says when he hits me, it's lights out. He's got to hit me first.
Pyle just stands in harm's way. Pyle looks to take down and he gets it.
A lot of people sleep on Rory, and at the end of the night, they're the ones sleeping.
Who has he done that to in UFC? Who has he slept? A win over Roy would put me up there as a contender for that belt. And I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna be the best. I will be the winner of this fight.
I will defeat Roy MacDonald.